Yeah, hi, my name is Brian Tibayan, and I'm a PhD candidate in curriculum instruction at the University of Idaho. And my research is all about it's the influence of applied theatrical improvisation training and the improved communication of STEM graduate students in the 3-minute thesis competition. Now, I've been working with the 3MT organizing committee for about 4 or 5 years. And one thing that I noticed whenever STEM graduate students present the research in a high stakes platform like that, is that they get very technical, very jargon laden, very complicated, complex ideas to an audience that doesn't know what they're talking about. We're talking about the public, we're talking about the general audience, a non-specialist and non-expert audience. So the problem with that is that nobody's going to understand you if you keep on talking and using these jargon this way. So the point of the 3MT, the challenge is to distill that message that is accessible and engaging for the public. And so that's where my intervention happens, is to create a workshop or a program that would help them, the STEM graduate students, become better communicators in the context of the 3MT. So the findings from that research, one is empathy development. At first, because they were so engrossed with their research, that when they communicate and talk about their research, it's all about the technical details. And they were concerned that if they distilled their message, then it will sacrifice their scientific or disciplinary rigor. But I keep on telling my students, it's actually democratizing your ideas so that the public can understand what your research is all about. So in the workshop, they started becoming more aware of what their audience needs, as opposed to what they think that they need. Second finding is agency development. All of us experience performance anxiety, right? And so we help them find their voice, find their identity, become more civic scientists, and eventually become better communicators out of it because they believe in what they say. Third is communication development, from a technical jargon to a more audience-centered narrative. And last but not the least is multicultural and multilingual and cultural expression. Because half of my students are international students, and they feel very insecure about not being able to speak English the way locals do. So that is a concern. But through iterative feedback and rehearsal, they were able to get through it, slow it down, and then just being able to own who they are and what they represent as far as their research is concerned.